Hello, I am going to go over some of the new titles that just dropped. I actually ended up getting these late tonight, like just a little bit ago. So they dropped at like 8:10, 8:15, which is really cool because I always like getting the new titles. And it's nice that the distribution center is like 45 minutes away from me, one of the huge perks. So these are going to be the Babies Black and White. Now, some of these were released about 6 months ago, but the outdoor one and another one ended up just dropping. The reason why a lot of the baby books are black and white is because when a baby is born, they can't see in color for, I want to say it's like 1 to 2 months, but it's a good amount of time. And when you do black and white, when you are reading to babies, it ends up helping it pop so they can see it better. And that's also why they ended up adding a couple little pops of color. That way, as they're able to start seeing colors, then they can be drawn to those types of things. I like these because if you notice, there's a couple cutouts through the book. And like my little one now, and she's now 16 months old, but she even loves these little cutouts. So she can get her little finger in there and she just gets a kick out of it. Even though obviously she's big enough now, she's not really newbornish, but it's still a good book that grows with your child. And these normally run about $7.99 for this one. And then there's also their very first word library. And I grabbed these for Sapphire's Easter basket. I'm going to stick these in her Easter basket. So there's garden and then there's animals. And as you can tell, it's still a hardback. It's a cute, easy reader. Like the girls are definitely going to be able to read these to her. And then it does have a couple cutouts. Once again, I really like the cutouts. Her eyes are naturally drawn to it. And it's just going to be really cute. Obviously, she hasn't read this one yet, but the same ones in these she really likes. And then the animal ones also are going to be really cute. I like the drawings of these. I guess that's why I'm a book lady, but they're just really cute. I like because we paint all the time, this is a good one. We can open the book and then we could just go ahead and paint the animal because it's definitely very doable. So if you have a baby or a pregnant friend or like to read baby books by yourself, these are great. Then we also have these little board books. These are new ones that had dropped. This one just got released, and then this one released like a couple months ago. These are both really cute. I like that they're perfect for little hands. This one is cute. I actually tried to read this one to Sapphire before bed, but she was much too excited about the Busy Bee book, so that didn't work. But once again, very cute, very vibrant. I'm not sure, I guess the Two Little Birds, I guess is a popular book. I've never actually read it, but when I was Googling it and stuff, it sounded like a popular one. And then of course, Itsy Bitsy Spider. Now we all know the Itsy Bitsy Spider song, and I like this one because it has a little bit of a spin on it. It adds a couple things. So it's not just the Itsy Bitsy Spider with the rain, it also has a little bit of wind, and it even has some snow and ice. I like this one because it kind of goes through the season with the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Once again, it's just a small, short little board book for little hands, but this is a win. If you want to pick up a couple things for your like Easter baskets, I would highly suggest these because it's small. You could put a plushie in it, and they're just really cute books. The art's cute. He even has a little hat. I mean, it doesn't get cuter than that. Now, this one, it is the Lift and Look ones. These ones are going to be smaller than like I'm trying to think what they're called, but you have bigger ones that's like hide and seek version. This one is pretty much a miniature version of it, but Sapphire loves these. So she will get all excited about seeing what's under there, and then she'll flip it open and then she'll start screaming, and little ones really get a kick out of this. It's like the play hide and seek, but they get to see some sort of animal, and it gives them a little bit of a hint of what it is. Obviously these kids are little, so they're not really at the age of like, oh, it's a butterfly, because I can tell. But when older siblings are reading it to them, then they get to guess, and it also adds a definite perk to reading it. Now, as you can tell, it's a hardback book, but just know, like, I have to watch my little one with it because I'm pretty sure she could rip it. She hasn't because I'm always right there, but just know the flaps, depending on how kind of hard your child is with books, just keep that in mind. They do have flaps, but they're sturdy, they're strong, but they're not invincible. But this one is really, really, really cute. Once again, perfect for spring. You can't, my daughter just really got a kick out of this one, so This is probably one of my favorites because she freaking got so excited. Then, if you guys remember, it was right when Sapphire was born, they came out with these mirror books. And as you can tell, little babies absolutely love to look at themselves as they're figuring out the world around them. This one, so you have Busy Unicorns. I don't know if you remember, but whenever I do like those squee parties, there's a lot of videos that are in there, and you'll always see Sapphire in one of the videos because she's looking at herself in the mirror, and it goes over a lot of feelings and emotions. So this one is like smile or point, see yourself pointing, shake your head up and down. I like the interactive ones that these do. So you have Baby Unicorns, which obviously I have a daughter, but they have really good ones. Obviously multi-gender, you could read whatever you want to your child. But they also have now Tiger Happy Face, which is really cute. And considering we're having a boy, I'm excited about these two. And these are just a blast. We haven't read this one yet. We had just read the other one to her before bed. But they're always very cute, very good way to settle down with your child, still have some fun, and still learn. Then there's Baby Dragons. You guys love your dragons. Absolutely, I always sell out of my dragon books. And this one is cute, and I like it. Even the older girls liked it. So these are really cute, and that's in the same series of the other ones that had come out right when Sapphire was born, so I guess now over a year ago. You guys love, 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 like the Why Should I Use the Potty, What is Poop, all those kind of books. This one is the very first question and answers, so this is going to be the smaller version. Remember how there's the first questions and answers? Those are bigger. This one is definitely smaller. Still great information, still tons of flaps, beautiful reasons to read and learn, but it's definitely smaller. So these, you're going to have a ton of flaps. Once again, I would not leave this alone with a 1-year-old, but it's great. I know both my daughters really like these. Even like the What is Snow, they really like. So once again, just know that this is Why Should I Sleep? It's going to go over why animals sleep, why should we sleep, kind of what happens. I don't want to like bore you guys with all the flaps, but just know there's a whole ton of flaps and a whole bunch of things to learn and go over with your child. Maybe you have a trouble sleeper. Maybe this will help coax them on why it gets dark, when we go to bed, why does, you know, this and that. You know, maybe it'll help coax your baby. But I like this one. I always like these. I get a kick out of these ones. This one I was pleasantly surprised. This is a new series that just got released. This is the Cluck Cluck Duck Lift the Flaps. Now, there's a flap I want to show you. So it's going to have the same idea of the flaps that we always do, the cutouts, the beauty. We know how to do our flaps. Now, I have never seen a flap like this. Maybe you guys have picked out a book that I haven't had yet. But I thought the flap was going to like go down because it's different, but it actually pops up with the little chiclets. So this one, I think my little one is going to get a kick out of. My older girls loved it, but Sapphire was too into the Busy Bee book, so we didn't even get to read this one with her. But the girls and I read it, and we really liked it. So just know these flaps, whenever you guys grab this one, it lifts up, and very, very cute. I liked it too because it has a little bit of numbers and a fun story. So I got to explain to the girls a little bit because they didn't get one of the reasons, because like there's a different type of chick. See, so it's just a fun story. I like this one. Honestly, I just grabbed this one because it was a new title, and I always like to show you guys the new titles. But this one is going to be definitely one of our families that we're going to grab because it's just a quick, witty story. I like this one. Now, this is another completely new series. There's 2 that got released with it. I don't remember what the other one is. This one is obviously Ocean. So this one, as you can tell, you have a little guy there, and then it changes. So then you're going to have, you know, great story, all that. It's going to turn, so you see him this way, the fishy or whatever, and then you're going to flip it over, and then he changes. So the girls and I have not read this story yet, but I just had to look through it to see how they change. I always like how creative and new things that Usborne and Kane Miller do to their books. I always just think it's very fascinating. So there is this one. Once again, this is a pretty strong, sturdy board book. It doesn't look like there's any flaps to really rip off. And even how it moves by like the page turning. So if you can tell, you know how like you have the things that move, it's moving from here. So as you shut and open the book, that is what makes it move, which is really neat. If your child or children love to kind of do those cause and effect books like the Slide and Sees, this one I think would also be a great one to do even before, because they don't have to move it. They just can, you know, be able to check things out and see what changes. Give me one second. Okay, this one is Rhyming Alphabet. And you know how we have those amazing books that's, you know, A is for apple, B is for ball. This one I liked because it's different and it gives you different reasons to use different words. So I'll show you an example. So A is for apple. Oh no, not an apple. Young alpaca said, my name's got 3 A's. You could use me instead. Alrighty then, but mine starts with 2 A's. I've also got 3, old Aardvark announced, so please could it be me? So it gives you lots of different words to use for A, and I also like that it gives you and your children different words instead of just a generic apple. And then obviously B is for boisterous, blue bear, busy bee, buzzy, and bumbly. So it's gonna have a lot of good like adjectives and stuff like that. So even as like an older child is reading to a younger one, maybe the little one can just pick up on, you know, the letters. And then as they get older, they can pick up on the different words. Like you got enormous, what's something else that's sticking out? Like fantastic. It just has different words that it's nice to read a book that's not just entertaining, but also informative. And I like any book that slides in learning. So this one was creatively, I liked it. I really didn't know what it was going to be like, but I was pleasantly surprised. Now, this one is Peek Inside a Bird's Nest. This one reminded me a lot of, you know, the bug house where it has all the flaps and it gives you lots of information about bug houses. That's what this one reminds me of, but it's like a mix between that and then like one of the, like just the normal Peek Insides really. But this one is really cute because it has like different animals, but it's definitely different than just like the look and see ones. Because it's not just like a hide and seek. It definitely has a lot more information in it. So this one is another good one that I would say for spring because it gives you, obviously, bird's nest, right? And then this one, my children have already played with a ton. I will show you a little bit, but I don't want to ruin it for you. So it does have 5 little food pieces. So if you guys know about like the All Better with the stickers that remove, these aren't stickers, but it's the same characters, which is really neat. So once he eats, so you can pick out whatever you want him to eat, and then you drop it down here, and then it goes in his tummy. And then at the end of the book, you'll have 5 different foods that they've all eaten throughout the book, and then you pop this open, and then there's your food. And I like it because at the end, when you read it, you put them in here, and you close it, and hopefully you don't lose any pieces, right? Because that's frustrating. So I like how we can close it up, and they can play with it again a different day. So this one I was super excited about, and just so you guys know, I think this one is going to be another favorite, and I'm curious about what else they're going to do because they're obviously not just doing stickers, they're doing, you know, different things like this, which I've never seen a book that has a little slot that you can drop things in there. Maybe you guys have, but I thought that was super neat too. Now this one is huge. I thought this was going to be small. This is a really big book. This is the Lift the Flap Trees. So I really like this one. This has a lot of information. This is not a little, like, I mean, you could sit down and read it in one sitting, but this is one that you're gonna wanna really soak up if you have an older child, because you can go through and see like the entire tree, what's in the tree, why is it in the tree. So this one, I don't know, and not even just homeschooling, but like maybe your child's really into outside and trees and wildlife. This would be a must. And you guys know me, I love the fall colors. This has the beautiful fall colors too in some of the pages, and I really like it. So it also goes through a little bit of seasons, like what, you know, what changes and stuff. But look how cool it is, how it goes underneath, like what's happening underneath. So I'm not gonna show you guys the whole book, but just know if you guys like outside wilderness, have a child who does, you're studying outside, have a project outside with trees, this one is really good. Now this one, I love the creative books like crazy. So this one is the Little Children's Dough Playbook. So whatever kind of dough you use, whether you make your own Play-Doh, whether you buy Play-Doh, whether you use, what's the generic Play-Doh? I don't know what it's called. Whatever Play-Doh you use, this is gonna give you and your child ways to play with your Play-Doh. So like this one, it's stick the dough onto the white shapes on each page. Some of the white shapes have patterns on them like this. Try pressing these patterns into the dough shapes you stick on the page. You can make dots with your fingers or press straight lines with a piece of cardboard. So it gives you different ways to do Play-Doh. And this is an amazing book because my older kids, when we do it, they're gonna be all detailed and perfect about it. And then Sapphire, who does it, she's just gonna be smashing the little dough ball, sticking it on the book and thinking it's the best thing ever. So this one I think is fun. I don't even care how old you are. We all have bad days. I'm gonna do this book with the girls. Like, who cares? And so this one is cute. I didn't see this page earlier. So it has a little snowman, and then obviously the ladybugs, I'd seen that. But this one has little tractors, so you can do little tractors on the different patterns with your Play-Doh. But it helps you and your child create all while having fun. And you can do this with Play-Doh, then put the Play-Doh away, put the book away. You don't have to blend the Play-Doh with the book, store it with the book. It's just, you know, another separate fun activity to do. Now, obviously it's Easter, so there's finally Sticker Dolly Easter. I am gonna stick this one in one of the girls' Easter baskets because they love Sticker Dolly dressing, and Easter one is perfect. So as you're gonna be able to tell, the stickers are gonna be in the middle of this book. Normally they're at the end, but this one it's at the middle. And then that way, then you're gonna go through and you're gonna dress up the little Sticker Dollies with the coordinating pages. This is not reusable. Once it's stuck, you can technically move it and fix it one more time, but it's not reusable. So, which is kind of fun. So whenever your child like dresses them up, what I do is I rip the pages out and then we hang them on the windows, and the kids really get a kick out of that. They normally, when we're done with it, we'll like put them in a book if they really like it, or we'll just throw them away because it would add up a lot. But this one is a Sticker Dolly Easter. That one is super fun. The Magic Painting is still my favorite of all the activity books that we carry because as a mom and as a person, it's the easiest one to deal with. It's, you add water, and I do the same thing that I do with those sticker books. We'll do them and then I'll hang them up on the windowsill. So that way when we're playing outside, we can see them, or when we walk home, we can see them. But it's just add water. The patterns change and colors right before your eyes. It's just watercolors, water painting. And it's beautiful. The kids get a kick out of it. Harley and I always sit down when the kids are doing it and we do it together. My middle baby, she can make a mess of it because Snow's just very messy. She just kind of paints it. It's still cute and pretty. And then my older one, she has to have it perfect. So it's just fun to see how different things do it. And then Sapphire just uses her fingers and makes a huge mess, but it's water, so it doesn't bother me. So this is the Easter one with bunnies and cute little ones that you and your child can do. Now, there's a unicorn activities. This one again is for one of my daughter's Easter baskets too. You can never go wrong with the wipe clean because you use it and you use it and you use it. Or let's say you have multiple kids, or you have a nephew or a niece that would love it when your child's done with it because they're younger. Once again, we all love the multiple uses. And when you have multiple kids, you can use it for a doctor appointment, wipe it off. When the next kid has a doctor appointment, it's still in the car. It's easy, it's convenient, yet they have fun. There's different mazes. I'm trying to think if this one has some math. Not really, it's like Find Three Rabbits, so it's not like very mathy, but we do have some actual math activity books if that's something that you're wanting. But this one is super cute. So I think that is it. So thank you for bearing with me. Sorry I couldn't do this live. The internet today was just acting weird. So when I tried to do Facebook Live, it was annoying. And then my kids were being crazy, and then they stayed up too late. And anyways, so if you need any help, you just let me know. And if you did order the Easter basket bundle things, not Easter baskets, it's like Easter grab bag of a couple books. They just came in, so I will be organizing them in the next couple days, and I'll be messaging you guys to get them to you guys. I was thinking Easter was this month. It's not. It's next month. So I'll probably do another run if you missed doing the Easter grab bags. I'm probably going to do it again before Easter if you guys are wanting to do it, if you guys didn't take advantage of it this time. But other than that, have a good night.